Hey guys, real quick, there's going to be a quick little side blurb here about the Nerds with Mics. If you guys haven't already, head on over to youtube.com, subscribe to them as well. You can follow them on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, anywhere that you can search Nerds with Mics, you can find them. They put out genuinely awesome content. They do the same thing that Adam and I do, and they've supported us a ton and we're supporting them. So go do, like, share, subscribe, follow them, be cool. Thanks, guys.
Hey everyone, this is Nerds with Mics. I'm Travis.
I'm Justin.
And I'm Maxwell.
Nerds with Mics is a podcast about movies, TV shows, games, technology, and Justin's mom.
That's right, we'll talk about games like Siege that Justin plays every single week. A lot of movies that I love, like Aliens, Alien Resurrection. What other ones are coming out? Covenant? Who knows? And also, how about how we poop our pants and each other's pants?
So if you're interested, you can find us on iTunes or your favorite podcasting platform. You can also like and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and Instagram by searching for Nerds with Mics. YouTube, we're at Nerds with Mics Podcast. And our website, nerdswithmics.com.
Can't wait to plug it in your ear hole.
Our peeps. Yo. The folks at home. Hey! Oh!
I'm going to pull up some of these. Oh, you were George Jefferson walking there.
Yeah, I was.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Two Guys with Raging Goals. I'm Mikey, and this is Adam in a stunning blue shirt.
Boom!
Oh, what I was saying about the blue shirt, though, if it had a little bit of orange, just a little bit of orange, like I see there's like a little text in here.
Check it. Small detail. That's what it's all about.
Yeah. I do like that. I like it.
Hey!
I'm a big fan.
This is my blue era. Have I told you about this?
Hold on.
Have I told?
Hold on. Every Friday, we bring you a conversational podcast where one of us brings a topic to the table and we discuss it for your enjoyment. If you like that, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. There will be little things flying in right
totally.
here. I fucking, oh, look. What? That's going to be my new thing.
Oh my
All these right here.
Oh, yeah.
They just fly in now. Right under Two Guys with Raging Goals. They just... You can follow us on all social media, Two Guys with Raging Goals. You can follow us on Instagram at TGRG2123 or something like that.
Oh, at TGRG2123.
2123. You can also head over to patreon.com/2guysraging. Throw us a couple bucks, keep the lights on, maybe get us a new table. I've got chairs that have backs.
I have so much to talk about, Mike.
He's so excited. Let's not hold him back any longer. Adam.
Okay. So, well, oh shit! I lost that thought. I lost that thought that I had while you were doing the intro. What was it? Things flying in.
All of our social media. You can find us Two Guys Raging.
No, it was something else. It was something else. You started talking about it.
If you
play
the tape back,
what was it? Yeah, I know. There was something that you said that sparked something that I wanted to talk about.
It's okay. I can edit it all.
But I can't remember.
What else did I say? I said something. These things are gonna fly in.
Yep.
They'll fly in over the TGRG logo, so TGRG and then us.
Yeah.
And then all those things, and then they'll fly out.
Yep.
You can find us on all of them.
Yep. That's for sure. Facebook, Twitter, Patreon.
Yeah.
Killing it.
I hit all those. And then Instagram.
And then we talked, but there was something you said, and I don't think it had anything to do with that little trip.
It just
there must have been something that you said that I was like, oh, man. But oh well, that's fine. Here's the deal. I want to talk about 3 and 3. Okay. So newest product that we're gonna be trying out.
It's that new shit we're putting out.
Oh my god, the new buddy. That's it. So 3 and 3.
3 and 3. For those of you who don't know, maybe if I'm really, really paying attention, I'll put it like right here. But it's a review show, essentially. It'll probably mostly be movies, but I assume I'll review some video games on there as well.
Could be, yeah. I mean,
it's a fun little challenge for me because I have to get it all. It has to be a condensed show in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
So it's real cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. So what I was saying before we started the intro And I stopped myself and I said, no, this is a message that I've got to share with
Everybody must hear this.
The world must hear this message. Now,
is something on Pikachu's face?
Your hand.
What is oh, there's like a square on the camera.
It's right on the touch screen.
I was like, it looks like he's been blindfolded. Is he not allowed to see?
He's got duct tape over his face.
Fucking.
Team Rocket. So. Okay. 3 and 3.
Yes.
What are you doing? Oh, Millennials.
I'm looking up.
Yeah. Okay, so 3 and 3. One of the things that I used to partake in a lot was reviews. Okay.
Oh yeah. Like on YouTube and stuff, you go through and see them.
Yeah. So, the Angry Video Game Nerd would talk about old horror films.
Okay.
In his later years, because he was actually his YouTube channel got shut down because it had licensed videos in it, like from video games.
Okay.
People, they still own the license, whatever. So they shut it all down, and then
don't worry about that Fast and Furious film.
Yeah, right. Well, and then he got picked up by Cinemassacre.
Oh, okay.
Which is kind of a big name, but like it was whatever. Like he got in on like the ground floor, and so he started reviewing old horror films, and obviously that guy with the glasses.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
Power Rangers.
Yeah. And so he would review.
You know what I need this to do now? By the way, sorry.
Yes.
To interrupt. When I hit a button, I need it to open Google, not.
New tab.
On Google.
New tab.
Google opens Bing. Stop it! Nobody uses Bing.
Well, you should be able to set that up.
Yeah,
too.
I'm sure.
Yeah, but it's gonna take some time. It's gonna take some work. But you put together a script. You talked about it. It's very well written.
Script.
You wrote it very well. You presented it very well. There wasn't a lot of like inflection or anything like. You can tell that there's a spin that you have to it because you enjoy the film.
I love those movies.
But that's kind of what you go to a review for.
Right.
Yeah. But like you don't like overpronounce anything. It's great. I think it's fantastic. What is this?
Okay. I'm gonna have like different things that I want to pull from.
Oh my
it's
God.
almost as if I'm prepared. Yeah, so making the 3 and 3, it's by far the most highly edited thing that we put out.
Yeah.
This is the easiest shit to do.
Yeah.
Because it's just long format. There's been one episode that I had to cut. I cut something out of because we ended up. It was in this last one. We were talking about something, and then we were waiting for you to like say something. Like you had a thought and you were like thinking and thinking and thinking, and then you couldn't remember it. And I was like, oh, I can just shorten that and look, it looks very cohesive. But rarely do we have to do that at all on this show. This show is just long form and it's conversational and we get drunk and like shoot the shit. Yeah,
right.
And then the Rage of the Day is a little bit more edited because I do like jump cuts.
Right.
And I edit in like infographics and stuff, but that's all fairly simple too. I just have to watch it and be like, okay, cut that out, cut this, cut now. Yeah. Put it back together. The live show, no editing involved. We just go live.
Yeah. Less editing than this shit.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, I guess technically that one is the easiest one. And then for that one, for 3 and 3, you don't ever even see me, or if Adam were to do it, you won't see him.
Right.
It's just our voice, and then pictures and film and shit playing over the top of it.
Yeah.
And so that takes a lot to sync up, like, what am I talking about now? Okay, I need a clip for that. Okay, what am I talking about now? Now I need a clip for that. And like,
and making it last that long.
Yeah.
And like things you wouldn't really think about. But it was really cool to see because it just like, it highlights a different talent for you. I feel like it's really cool what we're doing right now. Like we're really trying to find what's gonna work for TGRG, like long term sorts of stuff, and like
just so much stuff.
Yeah, Like I'm getting into photography, and that's kind of playing.
Yes. Oh my God! If you guys have not seen that, by the way, if you're not following us on Instagram, Adam's been posting his which Catherine said to me the other. She was like, "Well, why is Adam posting? Like, why is he getting into photography now?" And like, I didn't go into the background that you really like photography before and whatever. But I was like, well, that's something he really likes to do, and like, so like, why not just incorporate it into what we're doing? Because like, ideally, like this umbrella of TGRG is stuff we like to do, and what I've found is like, all of the editing stuff, like I fucking love doing that. I will sit down, I will come home from work, forget to eat, and for 5 hours I will edit videos and like make out, okay, I'm gonna cut that out for Instagram, I'm gonna cut this one out for the next week's Instagram, I'm gonna shoot my rage of the day, I'm gonna start chopping that up, and then I'll chop up the podcast, and okay, now I gotta make thumbnails for all of them, and I'll do all this shit, and like I'm doing it, and before I know it, it's 10 o'clock at night, and I'm like, what the fuck happened? But like, I don't think about anything else. Like I have a billion missed calls and missed messages and shit, and I'm just like super plugged in. And like, it reminds me of like doing paintings or like doing like sculpture and stuff. Like I'm just fucking wired in, and like you cannot interrupt my bubble. Or like when I'm reading, there have been times where I'll be reading a book and someone will be like, "Hey Mikey, hey Mikey, hey Mikey," and I'm like, sorry, did somebody say my name? Because I'm so fucking zoomed in, and it's the same sort of setup. So like, I'm really fucking down to clown. And
that's awesome. Like one of the things, because I was getting to the point where I just couldn't do it anymore. The editing. Yeah. It was just it was too, like, aside from the fact that there were limitations with the system that I was using.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Damn, there we go.
From the beginning.
Whoa! Dude, remember when I said I couldn't remember that thing? Yeah. I remember? Okay, yeah, so here's the deal.
And here we are.
Whoa! The video quality has increased.
Yes. Yeah.
So much.
Yeah.
Like,
I think also our setup is different too.
I think so too, but iMovie, I don't believe... Really, I don't think it truly exported in HD.
Yeah.
I don't think it was full HD. Because this shoots in full HD. I was watching an episode, I was like, damn, look at us. We look fresh. Clean lines. Whatever. Dude, yo, hey.
I take each frame and I put a layer over it, and I draw.
Shut the fuck up. You got nothing.
One frame at a time.
Yeah, that'd be great.
It's 6 weeks worth of work for one episode.
Whoa!
It's worth it.
This is actually we made this episode back in December.
Yeah, so it takes a while, guys. I don't know. Pen and pencil over here.
Fucking
it's a flip book, actually. I'm flipping it.
Yeah, and then we just do voiceover. Actually, yeah. We're really good at this.
What are those guys? The Foley artists.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say.
Gotta hire Foley artists to like make the noises and stuff.
That was gonna be like Gumby or something, like claymation. Yeah. You know what I mean? That'd be great.
Parks and Rec. Ben Wyatt does Requiem for a Tuesday. So Ben Wyatt gets like fired.
Yeah. Okay.
Or no, he has to resign because he was like, what's her face? Leslie Knope is running for office.
Yes.
Ben Wyatt has to resign because he was her boss and they're in a relationship. So he starts like finding things that he can do, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I've gotten really into doing stop motion animation, and like it's called Requiem for a Tuesday." And he goes to play it for his friend, and it's like maybe 3 seconds of video, and he's like, "That took me 3 weeks." Well, how can it only be 3 seconds?
Oh no!
It's the best.
That's great. That's awesome.
But yeah. So I think it's been cool. Like with I think that's the other thing. Like for you, I think the editing was becoming very grinding. Like it wasn't a creative process. Yeah. It was just like, oh fuck, hit this button, hit this button, hit this button. Okay, wait 2 hours. Hit this button, wait 2 fucking hours.
Yeah. Like once I had a system down, because there was only so much I could really play around with in iMovie.
Yeah.
Like I was like, this fucking blows.
Yeah. So like,
right. Like the reason I love doing this photography thing is like I've got my DSLR out again. I'm going out and I'm hunting for these awesome shots, and like.
And then the editing is different for each one. You're not going to do the exact same thing.
Right. Like they're similar, but like, and like I've got a pretty standard shooting style, but like it's still really cool because every day is an adventure, and I'm doing something different and something new every single day.
That sounds like Like, that should be, like, the name of, like, on our website or something. Yeah. 2 guys with raging goals. Every day's an adventure.
Oh, my God.
Oh!
I said something to someone today. I was working the drive-thru window.
Working the drive-thru.
I was like, hey, guys, whoa, hey, oh!
Got my hustle on.
And then, this lady came through, and I was like, oh, how's your morning going? She goes, oh, better now. And I said, oh, good. We support better mornings. And she's like, that should be your tagline. And I was like, oh, that's awesome.
Starbucks, supporting better mornings since 1945.
Yeah, right. That's great. That was awesome.
We have to look in a Google Drive. Nerds with Words sent us a...
with mics.
Nerds with Mics. Sorry,
Yes.
Nerds with Words is a different podcast.
Yes.
Who I don't actually talk to that often. But yes, Nerds with Mics. They sent us a video to that we can insert into ours as like an ad for them, and then they want us to shoot something similar, send it to them, and they'll insert it into theirs.
Oh! Shut the fuck up!
And so they sent it to us as like, hey, this is kind of what we're looking for. And so we can look at that, and then we can shoot one tonight, and then...
Oh, that's tight. That's tight.
I told them we wouldn't be meeting until today anyway, so...
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Okay. So, what I want to talk about before we do Bravo's bourbon and podcasting...
Right.
Well, we're doing the podcasting part, but, like, podcasting will get incrementally better as we add the Bravos and the bourbon layers into this. I wanted to talk about millennials, because I was thinking about it as a... Rage of the Day topic, because that's the thing. So like the Rage of the Day is like, it's like small snippets of what you're gonna get on this podcast, right?
Especially from him.
Yeah.
Right.
But like the difference is like this is like where I can workshop things. Is how I feel. Like
totally.
Because like so like a topic like millennials, like I have some thoughts about it, but I'm not really sure how I feel about it. And like
and so you're gonna spitball it out.
Yeah.
We're gonna ping pong it back and forth. Asian thing. Right?
Perfect.
I hear they're really good at it. You ever seen them do like doing the woo! Woo! See, my Uncle Lenny does that. Hey!
Is he Asian?
You know? What?
Is he Asian?
No, just drunk. So this is no, yeah. So we're gonna talk it out. So that you've got a little bit. This is gonna clarify your mind space for millennials.
Makes me feel a little better.
I don't know where we're both gonna fall on this millennial thing, right? Because we're both millennials. We discussed this.
Yeah. So tell them how we are both millennials.
We are both millennials because it's people.
I kind of assumed it.
Who are currently from the age of like 20 or 21 to 30.
Yes. So who are the people before or after us now?
Generation Y or Generation Y or Z.
Okay, it might be Z because I think Gen Y is, according to this, Generation Y is us.
Oh yeah, we were supposed to be Generation Y. They retconned it, made us millennials. Generation Z is the people.
I see that over here now.
Yes, and Generation X is like what my brother was.
Yes,
right, because he's like in the 31 to 40 age bracket, right?
So, so we're millennials.
Yeah.
Things that I've noticed about millennials, and like I have infographics pulled up that I want to go over, but I can't see them right now.
Right.
Just so my initial thoughts when I hear of somebody who's a millennial, I think of people who use tech. They're much quicker with tech than the generation before them, and they maybe use it more professionally than the generation after. So like Gen Z
is going to be much more like caricatures.
Yes. Yeah. Whereas like I feel
we use it professionally and socially.
Yes.
And I think the real issue this is what's going to happen is in the next 5 years when we move out of our 20s.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
yeah. Okay. Hey!
Some of us are already there. I was at the beginning of the millennials.
Yeah, first in line, buddy.
I was the first one out the door.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and they improved over the years.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
It's like in Terminator when Arnold is the Terminator.
Right.
But then they made like the T-1000.
Oh,
it was like,
buddy, but he can melt through walls.
He's a Capri Sun.
Motherfucker. Boom! Alex Mack on your ass, bro.
Seriously,
He's
Alex Mack.
Yeah. Okay, so I think that as we move out of our 30s, or out of our 20s into our 30s as millennials, I think that we're going to see that next generation they're going to start using tech in a much more unique way.
Yeah, and I think they're going to, they will, without a doubt, be much faster than we are.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Totally.
Totally. I'm fucking slow as shit with this stuff. I feel old using technology sometimes. Whereas, I think kids nowadays will grow up learning how to use rudimentary Photoshop and Acrobat and that shit that that was not taught in school when I was a kid.
Yeah.
No, that was not a high school, junior high thing. We were learning how to. We first got computers. Holy shit, we have these things that you can type on.
And the really cool thing is this is why it is the way it is, right? The reason we use tech is because most millennials can remember a time without mainstream internet.
Yes, and so I think
so we were the early adopters. We were the ones who were young enough to be agile and quick with it.
Yeah.
And so that's why we were able to do that, right? And then like by the time I was going into school, that was when they really started revamping computer applications and making typing keyboard computer typing a real skill.
Right. You start typing.
Oh, that was fucking.
Have you ever seen me type? It's terrible. I stay on the home keys and then I use one. I actually use my pinky sometimes too, or no, I use my ring finger. That's what it is. I use my 2 index fingers and my 1 ring finger, and that's about it. But I stay near the home keys because I have half-assed teaching.
I'm actually really good at typing. I can type to standard
Molly
really quickly and
can type while looking at me.
I can do that.
She can talk and be typing, and I'm like,
isn't that fucking mind-blowing?
How are you doing that right now?
What kind of fucking witchcraft are you doing?
Look at the goddamn screen and know what the fuck you're talking about. And she'll be like, yeah, no.
I can actually do that. This is a skill that I learned from when I was in yearbook, actually. So I really started practicing my typing, and I would be able to
focus up.
So I would be able to type. I can actually know when I made a spelling error as I'm looking at someone and backspace out of it and shit. Yeah. Oh.
I need swipe on everything.
It's see, swipe fucking freaks me out. You know my whole thing about.
I did a whole paper in college once with swipe
because
I did it from my phone.
Oh, yuck! That's fucking sick. That freaks me out.
Okay, so I think you're right. Early adopters of tech, because we are the last generation that will remember coming up without the internet, which is the major mover behind all of this.
Right.
But then also cell phones.
It's when tech went from being a hobby to being every day.
Yeah.
And so there were people before us who were probably better or more invested in tech when we were coming up, but that was a hobby.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
you had people building those home computer jobs and whatnot that it was not a part of everyday life.
People who had their fucking stupid ass modems and shit in the 90s really fucking weird workshops type stuff and whatnot. But
so definitely that. This says the percentage of 35% of millennials keep up with politics, so it's actually less and less as the generations have gone on, which makes sense.
Yeah.
The thing that I was going to read here is, so they have traits of confidence and tolerance, but also describe a sense of entitlement and narcissism.
Yes.
So I think that is a very succinct way of looking at it, because I feel like most millennials are, entrepreneur is a thing for millennials. I'm just going to start my own business. Every fucking millennial is going to start their own business.
Yeah.
And whether it's they're going to be a rapper or they're going to be a fucking
podcast side.
Yeah, a podcast startup. Every millennial has this thing, and the internet has given us so much so much, so many
Reach?
tools.
Yeah.
So much reach, right? Like back in the day, you would have had to find studio time to fucking do this. We would have had to sit down in a studio, record. Like, we have our studio, but it's ours. We bought the lights, the cameras, we hook up to the internet, and we fucking go. Like, that's, like,
and that's all it is, right? Yeah.
We have a platform called YouTube that we can put shit out on. Like, none of that would have existed before. So, in a way, very, very blessed to have those things. #blessed. But... And I think that's where some of the confidence and tolerance comes in. But then I also think like the entitlement and the narcissism for millennials, and kind of what spurred all of this for me was I was having a conversation with another millennial who is a leader with Target and very well known in our district, is like fucking phenomenal at their job, blah blah blah.
Yes.
And they said, you know, I've had to fight against that kind of stereotype of millennial that like I'm lazy or I don't work, those sorts of things. And I was like, yeah, you know, like I guess I've never really come across that as I was thinking about the things that they were telling to me. Like I've never necessarily had to deal with that. Maybe
with
a little
people
bit
thinking that you don't work.
Yeah.
So
I wonder if my perspective is different. I think because I'm an outlier there.
Yes. Yeah. So, okay. So, I think that a lot of millennials. I don't think that the entitlement thing is a perception. I think it's a real thing. I think that they believe that they are entitled to success.
Okay. Yeah.
And the way that I know that, and you can back me up on this, with like, how many people have you run into in your management career, right? So once you were no longer just a team member at Target, you started like elevating in role, right? How many people in our age group that we just talked about, from 21 to 30, have you found or talked to that believe that they just deserve to be a leader with no skill?
I'm thinking of one in particular right now.
Yeah, with absolutely no skill.
Yeah,
doesn't want to work for it.
Yeah,
but I see that you have it and I want it too.
Yeah.
And so I'm talking. We've got a pretty large sample size, right? And it's not just one. It's not just one instance, right?
No,
it's not
not at all.
But there are multiple people that I know of, that I run into, that have that exact same mentality.
And do you think that's why do you think that is? Like what has caused that sort of thing? Because Adam's right that like I've come across tons of people who like, or they'll do a lot of work one day,
and then it's like see, look at all the things I did.
Well, I don't understand why I'm not getting promoted. I fucking killed it last January 1st, remember?
Yeah, right.
And like, well, yeah, you did. That one day, yeah, I remember coming in and thinking like, oh, yeah, good job.
Yeah.
But then since then, you've been a piece of shit.
Well, so I think, okay, so I think people want a quick turnaround on everything.
Yeah.
Right? Because it is kind of it is the age of the internet has made everything super immediate.
Yeah.
Right? You want something, you go on Amazon, you have it in 2 days. That's you, bud.
That's my favorite.
That's you, right? Amazon doesn't have it. I get on Target, they shop for me, they bring it to my car. Right? Like that sort of mentality.
Right.
I don't have to do anything as long as I've got money.
Going to fucking Kroger,
and
they're gonna give me my groceries.
When that changed is right around 2008. 2008, the recession happens, and we see the generations before us freaking the fuck out.
Yeah.
Millennials at that time did not. I would wager to guess, not only because of age, but before that, millennials did not have a 401k. Right?
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah.
Right? But now they've seen what can happen, and they don't want that for their future.
Yeah.
Right?
For sure.
So they want money, and they want it now. right?
Yeah.
And so
I just saw a thing too while I'm searching for things. Millennials are less likely to want to pay into Social Security than
any generation before them. Yeah, absolutely. Because they're like, well, as I was coming into my own, as I was entering the workforce and entering the housing market and all of those things, I saw all of this crash right before my eyes. I saw all of my parents' and my grandparents' savings deplete to nothing.
Yeah.
Right? So they want something instant and sustainable.
Yeah.
So that's why they want to be entrepreneurs, because they don't want to wait until the next recession, because they believe that they're going to lose everything all over again. They're going to see that happen to themselves.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I think that's where I don't think it's entitlement. I think it's become entitlement because we don't remember, right? We don't remember 9 years ago when that's when the spark was lit.
Yeah.
And the forest fire was ablaze.
The forest fire.
Right? We don't remember the spark. All we feel is that forest fire, right? And so it has become entitlement because we as a society, as a human creature, we have very short-term memory.
It's super true. Yeah. I think it's interesting because, like, most of the people who watch our podcast are millennials. The majority, if you look at the analytics. But like, we have millennials and above for the most part.
Oh yeah.
And I think it's interesting because I do feel like we are the generation of a bunch of bitches.
Oh
for the most part. And I was listening to Macklemore's White Privilege song, White Privilege 2. And it's one of the like news clips that it takes out is like, oh, we're the generation to complain about everything. And I was like, like I don't like that because, and we've talked about that a little bit, but like I don't like that like we pretend like it's not okay to complain about things because like there are injustices in the world.
But this is the problem.
Yeah.
This is the problem that I see. Okay. The problem I see with millennials, and only time will tell this, right? It is good to complain, right? Because if you're not honest to the problems, then that's a problem.
Right.
Right? And you're never gonna solve anything if you don't solve those big problems, right?
This person comes near my car, I'll kill him.
But there are two things. One, millennials are lazy. You want to know why Trump is our president? Because all of them wanted to bitch and complain about how stupid he was and how worthless he was.
And not actually fucking do
And not
anything.
actually go and do anything.
Yeah.
And then make up hashtags about how he's not their president.
Right.
Well, actually he is. And it's because of, it's in a large part due to the fact that you saw inaction as acceptable.
Right. That's it. That is super true.
And so when you want to talk about entitlement, they believe it would be fine if they were complaining but actually doing something. But entitlement, or that stigma of entitlement, comes from complaining about things you're not willing to get dirty and fix. And I think that's why you are an outlier, because you see life, and granted this is probably due to some personal experience from you, but like you see life as something that you want to dive into and solve for yourself. Right? And that's not an actual characteristic of someone who's millennial, because they just want to bitch about things but not actually. They want the world to be different, but they don't see the route to fix it.
Yeah.
Or they're not invested enough to go out and do something about what they want fixing.
So I wonder, I don't disagree that millennials are I guess in general lazy.
Yes.
But I also think it's strange because like people say that as like a catchphrase of like, well, millennials are fucking lazy, but they're the ones like investing in Twitter, they're the ones investing in Uber, they're the ones who are investing in like Snapchat and making all this fucking money.
Yeah.
And so like I guess maybe there's a little bit of lazy. I guess that's the difference. I would say they are lazy. millennials, I think, are very smart.
Yeah, no,
And that's
but that also works against them,
right?
Because that also leads into more of the entitlement, and then more of the narcissism,
right?
And like we are the age of selfies, right? We are the people who created selfies, right?
Yeah,
mirror selfies, regular selfies, forever.
I took a couple today,
right?
Okay, so I've been looking up costs for millennials while we've been talking.
Okay.
Because this is the thing that I get shitty about when people tell me that like millennials just need to put their nose to the grindstone and work. In 1978, a student who worked a minimum wage job all summer could pay for a year of tuition and fees at a 4-year public university with enough left over to cover 50% of the room and board. Today, a student would have to work another 4.5 months at minimum just to cover the tuition and fees. So that's that part. And then there's a list of things that cost, or what they cost in 1970. Oh, you fucker. Touchscreen motherfucker. Got me good. I like that.
Yeah, that was good.
Wait,
that was
I
good.
liked that even better.
Yeah.
Yay! Okay, we're gonna see what this says. Okay, so this is a cost. I don't have the actual data for if this is accurate or not. So
yes.
I'm
so bear with us.
Yeah, I'm just.
Well, we're gonna discuss. We're gonna discuss.
Yeah. The cost of living in the 50s versus 2015. A house in the 50s cost around $7,000. Today, $188,000. A TV was $239. Today is $2,000. I don't know what fucking TV you're buying for $2,000.
I also don't know what, but you also have to take into consideration the $239.
That was a lot.
In the 50s,
yeah.
that's a lot of fucking money. So $239 is probably about $2,000.
Yeah. That's a lot. Like, I don't know who's paying $2,000 for a TV right now, though. Like,
yeah.
You can go to fucking Target and get yourself a sweet-ass TV for like $800. All
yeah,
right. Family car, $1,500. Today, $20,000. That feels about right.
Yeah.
Gas, 18 cents a gallon. Now $2.15. Coke was 10 cents. Now it's $1.19. 4 years of college was $2,500. Now it's $160,000. Round trip flight to Europe, $620. Now it's over $1,200. A McDonald's hamburger was 15 cents. Now it's between $1 and $2. Depends on how much cheese you want on there. Coffee was 30 cents a pound. Now it is $9 a pound. Eggs were 49 cents. Now it's $1.98. So I bring up all of that to just say that, like, I feel like, and this is our own damn fault because nobody's smart enough to think these things through, but like in particularly the cost of automotive, housing, and education has ran rampant. And I feel like we expect millennials to like live the same life that a baby boomer lived.
Yes.
With so much less.
Yes.
Like we give them less resources, we give them much more cost.
Yeah.
And because you can't tell me that like pay has kept up, like, because it fucking hasn't.
No.
And so like I have a problem with people who say like, well, fucking if you just work harder, you would have the things that I had when I was a kid. And it's like, well, the fuck you would, because they start out 7 years fucking behind you because of the debt that they get in fucking college. Right. And
well, so, that's why this entrepreneurial spirit that millennials have is so necessary for the time we live in. Yeah. That's why you see people investing in those smart things like app development and things that are non-physical.
Yeah, and it almost seems like every millennial is just looking for the next Uber. I'm gonna be the Uber of this. I'm gonna be the Twitter of this. Like, I'm gonna design this app and it's gonna make millions of dollars, and that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
And I think some of that is pushed from this because there is no middle class anymore.
There is.
So it's either you fucking make it or you fucking don't. Is what it kind of feels like.
Yes. And like I mean, some of it's industry specific, right? Where like you're really successful in retail, but you're gonna have to adapt.
As long as retail's around,
right? You're gonna have to adapt into something else eventually. Yeah. Right, like
getting dicey. Right. Everybody throw some money to Patreon. Fuck me, guys.
But I think the three things that you just listed are tied to 2008 as well. So the three things you just listed. I thought they were gonna. They're gonna get out, put my car up on blocks. Oh my gosh.
I got a fucking challenger down there, people. You probably seen it.
Yeah.
It was on our Instagram.
It's there. It's right there. In the hood.
It go real fast.
But
When 110.
those three things
Yes.
are innately tied into the banking industry.
Yes, 110%.
So like the other things, those are affected by maybe inflation, maybe some greedy CEOs, companies, whatever, but they can never raise their rates or raise their prices to the point where people will no longer partake in them.
Yeah.
And this is the problem. You're seeing more renters. You're seeing more
Super true.
people maybe not necessarily maybe going to college, but looking for shortcuts to get out of college quicker.
Everybody wants to be fucking Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
Who like, oh yeah, I was in it for this fucking long and now I'm fucking good.
Yeah, like I just gathered the knowledge that I needed and I hit the fucking road, right? So that's what you're seeing in millennials is they're really looking for that quick ticket to success.
Yeah.
And so you're not seeing people investing in those things that are too expensive, right?
Yeah.
Like,
nobody buys a house.
No, it's just not a thing anymore, right? Like people do, but even with the housing market having crashed and interest rates on homes being low, right? Like, sure, they're a lot higher now than they were in 2010, 2012, right? But they're still not anywhere near what they were in 2007.
No, not at all.
So like, we've got to understand that like, if we don't fix the problems, right? Like these banking problems, which I think is really what's going to happen, because I don't know, right? So the reason that people become more political in their older age is because they have investments.
Right. Well, they want to hold on to the status quo of what they have is what they want to fucking keep.
Right.
Pretty sure that was DS. What the fuck?
BS? Bullshit?
No. Katie found a fucking picture of me and the...
Oh my god. Oh my god.
That photo can never be seen in real life.
Whoa!
I have a goddamn...
You should clip that in there. Just fucking...
looking real good.
Whoa. Seductive. So, what was I saying?
So as we get older, we don't want to.
Okay. So as you get older, generally you become more politically fueled because you have investments.
Right.
You got a home, you've got a savings account, you've got a car, you've got kids. So you're invested in education. So all of a sudden, all of these things as you get older become really important to you.
Yeah.
And so then politics become really important to you. So I think within the next 10 years, millennials are going to be the ones that are controlling politics. Right?
Yeah,
because
for sure.
A lot of the baby boomers are going to be outnumbered.
Yeah.
Right? And that thought process is going to be outnumbered. Right? But the real question is, are we investing in anything? Are we gonna be homeowners? Are we gonna be parents? Are we gonna, you know what I mean?
So here's something that I as you were talking, it spurred this with me.
Okay.
This fucking thing, it's called Mission U.
Okay, yeah.
It's something that these people are launching as a way to get people around college.
What?
And so instead of having to go to college, you try to go to this place called Mission U. They have right now it's a higher selectivity than every Ivy League school in the state or in the country. Sorry. They will it's a career-oriented college.
Okay.
So they teach you real skills as opposed to learning. Well, everybody has to take geometry. They don't fucking do that shit. It's yeah, we're going to teach you how to fucking do your taxes. Like, we're going to teach you how, like, real world application stuff. You pay nothing to go to this school. And then once you start making $50,000 a year, once you have a job and you are making $50,000 a year, you'll pay back 15% of your income for the first 3 years.
What?
It's a super interesting idea, and like I thought about it as you were talking. I was like, yeah, like if I could get if you could get around not having school debt, it would free you up to do so many other things.
Yeah.
And you know, everybody wants to somehow figure out like how are we going to have no fucking like free school and whatever, and like that's seems to never be something that's going to change. This is this cool alternative, and it's sponsored by a ton of people, like so Uber and Spotify and stuff, like the CEOs of these companies. Gary Vaynerchuk, he supports this too.
Obviously.
And like so they're funded by all these people. Not only are they funded by all these people, but like some of these CEOs and stuff come in and teach classes, and so like, and then they set you up at the end with like, hey, like the people who are sponsoring this Mission U, they get first dibs at all of these kids coming out of these schools. And so they know what they've been taught, and now they get first crack at like, hey,
I've got a job here.
Yeah, I got a job waiting for you over here, motherfucker.
Yeah.
And so like, it was just really, really cool because it's a very millennial thing, right?
Yeah.
But it would be a way to circumvent the cost offset that millennials are feeling, because while I do agree that I think millennials are lazy pieces of shit for the most part,
Yeah.
they are smart.
Yes.
And they have a lot of things against them that previous generations did not.
Yes.
There are a lot of things holding us back that
we could
other generations did.
but we've got to solve them.
Right. And
So like otherwise the bitching's for nothing.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Exactly.
And
so when I see something like this, I'm like, well, this is fucking genius. Like,
right. This is a solution.
Yeah.
This is a solution.
Yeah.
This
So
is the
instead of-
Netflix of college.
Yeah. So instead of bitching about it, you can fucking do something like this,
Yes.
and like this is something that I could wrap my head around and be like, so I'll have no debt. I don't have to pay for this until I'm making a $50,000 job. So like, pretty good career at that point. Like that's decent. And that's what most college kids hope for as they get out of college, is like a job that's offering them $50,000 or more to start out. So like that's pretty fucking good. And like, you've made all of these networks, and like they're also teaching you like real things instead of like, fucking how many classes did I take in college that I didn't need to fucking take, but I had to take it to fill out the fucking thing, you know? Like, fill out your bingo sheet. And I'm like, this is genius. And so like what you said is, I think, very telling, is like, there are a lot of things there are new problems that this generation is facing that others have not.
Yeah.
I feel like. And they are large, and we should take those into account.
Yes.
However, complaining about it, expecting the world to hand you something, expecting the world to be like, oh, we're really sorry that like you're in this fucked situation, let us take care of you.
Yeah.
That's not gonna solve anything either.
Yeah, it's not gonna fix anything. It's gonna make new problems. Or make the problems you currently have worse.
Yeah, yeah. So I think that's cool. I just wanted to have a little chat about millennials here, because I feel
like we did have a really good conversation.
Yeah, and it was just something that it's been percolating a little bit.
Percolating.
And I was like, what do I really think about this? Because like I don't like lazy people in general. Like that, I have zero tolerance for that, right? And so like Justin Black, you don't watch this.
No.
That's who we were thinking of.
That's who we were talking about. That is who we were talking about. Yes, sir.
Lazy as shit. That guy, like salt of the earth, great guy.
Lazy though, yeah.
Super lazy.
Totally.
Although he's not a millennial. He'd be a Gen X because he's older than me.
Oh.
I know, but he acts like a millennial.
Oh boy.
I always forgot that he's older than me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm sorry, how old are you? 40? 50?
Right.
What?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh shit.
Whoa.
Alright guys, so we're gonna go eat some Bravas, and then we'll come back and podcast. Oh fuck! Oh, actually in my trunk I have TGRG shirts.
Oh, I can't.
I'll pull one of those out. Yes. Okay. So I don't know how many of you guys actually make it to the end of this, so we'll do a separate thing. But like, hey, we're gonna have shirts, and I've had like 5 people fucking ask to buy these shirts. I didn't plan on selling them right away.
Yeah.
I just planned on the first batch being like cool giveaways. So I'm gonna retool our Squarespace at some point to where we can set up a payment thing at the last page so that you can go to Two Guys Raging and you can fucking buy these shirts.
Yeah.
And I will fucking get more shirts for you.
That would be awesome.
So we'll figure that out, and there will be more designs to come. All right. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and we will catch you on the next one. Can't wait for all the cheeseburgers!
Oh my god, that's gonna be so good.